Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros, Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Astros baseball starts right now. Striding into the box, Torres, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. 2 first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
Here comes another 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. A real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. A wave and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2.
Right fielder.
Next for New York, Clint Frazier. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
This is to left field and deep off the bat of Frazier. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot that time for Clint Frazier. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Well, that pitch was grooved right.
Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Fisher looking up. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
Well, he hit a homer last night too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's taken him deep once. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Hicks, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Hit in the air out to center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead this one. Luke of the Dominican Republic will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better in this one here today.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
He's safe.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they're definitely in a nice stretch. Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Jose Altuve comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's just 1 for 6. A swinging bunt to the mound. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Andujar in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Frazier will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Here's Miguel Andujar now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
As a look, now the pitch. Hot shot to third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gun. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Third baseman, Brandon Drury.
First pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Andujar, the runner at second with 1 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit out towards second. Altuve to his right. He has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. In now, Ronald Torreyes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you get the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's George Springer. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And this one is gone. A home run.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike to count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Bat explodes as this is popped up, and no one will get this one. The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who's come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that one is gone. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Reddick. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Torres. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Row. Both teams piling up the hit.
Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Fisher is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Clint Frazier got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. First offering on its way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll be back in standing up. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. And he misses there. 1-2. Another 1-2. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Giancarlo Stanton. Well, he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with the fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Popped him up. Romine is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Ready on 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Reddick, On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Standing in now, Austin Romine. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
The second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. At the plate, George Springer. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. As a look, now the pitch. Taking off is Springer. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Springer leads off second with one gone in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. Stanton on the run. And now a lunging catch. And he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now. Next up for the Stros, Brian McCann. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. This one's flared toward left center. Torres into shallow left, makes the catch, and that'll retire. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Full count now, 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brandon Drury is retired to lead off the 5th. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out.
Now batting, number
Digging in
21.
and looking for more, Torres. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And that's up and in for ball 1. The 1-0. is offered at and missed for the first strike. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Reddick has a read on it. And that retires the side. Yanks lead. Striding in for Derek Fisher. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing and a fly ball. Frazier on the move. He gets to it, and making in is Josh Reddick. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Clint Frazier comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Giancarlo Stanton now comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A little bouncer. But it's foul, strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1-1 the count now. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 beater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Austin Romine. He was a double play victim last time around. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Stanton over at second. Hicks at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. The 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Stays alive. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Two runs, 6 hits. 1 error so far for the Astros. Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Well, that's now 7 strikeouts for him. Yuli Gurriel goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Frazier is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead. Striding in once again, Brandon Drury. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Yeah, and the go-ahead run stands at second base here to start their half of the 7th. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ball game. We'll see if they can get it done.
From the stretch. Missed with a slider.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over.
Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Hit in the air out to left field. Correa into shallow left. 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Torres. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two. Here's big Aaron Judge. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk. Ready once again, Clint Frazier. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Ready for another shot now. Marwin Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's set, and the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. He's set. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunities.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Buddy Bashir's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Aaron Hicks will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Andujar. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Stepping in now, Austin Romine, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Sliced hard on the ground. Barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. And that'll bring up the former first round.
For the Astros, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. In there, 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Stanton. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Here's Carlos Correa now. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Torres has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. It was a backwards K. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Frazier has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Set to start the ninth now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Hector Rondon will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Brandon Drury is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Here it comes, 0-2. And swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heat.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Push to the right side, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Torres. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head. Here's George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Frazier is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's 1 for 4. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And this will kick off the wall out near the 315 sign. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
0-1 the count. The 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks is over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter. He could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Hit hard to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt them.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. It's laid off, and the count runs full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Line hard to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Clint Frazier. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Reddick has a read on it. One away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. One away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And Judge is off and running. Pitch outside, the throw. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top. Striding in for Houston, Josh Reddick. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's 0 for 4. Run set and the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Stanton coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in the gap or over.
Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. 2-0 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1. There goes Bregman off of first. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Struck him out.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Tony Kemp will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Chris Davinsky takes the mound to start the 11th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Riding in once again, Austin Romine. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer is under it, and he makes the catch. Digging in once again, Yuli Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. The 1-2 hit the other way out toward right field. Frazier is there to put it away for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's going to get there. And there's your winning run at third now with only 1 away.
You've got to like the effort there from the right fielder. He gives chase and leap, but just can't bring it down.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Oh, they put the squeeze on, and he gets it down. And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly,